See, this could be, or this, or this. Don't be like this. I'm going to teach you how to lift properly. Here are the 5 main principles. Number 1, check your form. The mirrors are there for a reason. It's not to flex. It's not to pose. It's not to stalk your gym crush. It's so you can see yourself working out. But you can also compare your form using phone footage. You can record yourself. And if not, you could try tutorials for specific exercises. Try Jeff Nippert, for example. Number 2, use equipment properly. Your first time at the gym, use the instructions, especially if you don't have a trainer. And if not, look up tutorials for specific exercises. The instructions are there for a reason, and they're not that difficult to understand. Feel the mind-muscle connection when lifting on machines. Machines are kind of an easier variation of most free weight exercises, meaning they lock in your form so that it's very difficult to get yourself in a compromised position where you can easily become injured. And so feeling the mind-muscle connection works on 2 fronts. First, you establish how it feels to be working a muscle to the best of your ability. And it also diminishes the amount of stress you're actually putting on the muscle, which decreases your risk of injury. Although it's good to have a little bit of that, just to spice things up a bit. For the first few months, lift light with a focus on connecting with the muscles. That way, you understand how the muscles are firing. And once you get to the bigger weights, you know how to work them. Part 3, try different variations for exercises. There are many ways to hit every muscle part. There are, for example, the big 3 variations: the sumo deadlift, conventional deadlift, and hex bar deadlift. Just because it's the best one doesn't mean it has to feel right. The best one is the best one that works for you. There's some people who lift better with conventional, some people who lift better with sumo, but try different variations until you feel the muscle working the way it should be working. Part 4, buy proper accessories. Lifting straps, lever belts, and weight clips significantly diminish your risk of injury, with some exceptions. I don't think you should use weight clips on barbells when benching, but everything else is fair game. And the reason being, if you do end up failing, you can kind of throw the weight off to the side. So use all those at the correct times. They aren't always necessary, but they can help keep from being injured. And number 5, stop ego lifting. No one cares how much you lift. And if you can't lift something and you lift consistently enough, you'll get there eventually. Depending on your training style, you don't have to lift heavy enough for injuries most of the time anyways. Especially if you're doing hypertrophy or endurance work, there is no need to go extremely heavy. So yeah, just thought that was something you should know. And if you liked it, check out one of these 2 videos. YouTube thinks you'll like. Peace.